Bish, bash, bosh, bish again, bash, bosh, and 2 more. So, today we're having a look at mag compatibility. We have Vorsk VMP1 with the large and the small magazine. We've got a KSC MP7, KSC, KWA, it's all bloody same. MP7 A1. We've got the KWA Beretta PMX, and we've also got a bunch of KWA magazines. So while I'm just quickly putting a squirt of gas in these magazines, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing. So the first thing many of you wanted to know was what mags work in which. Some people say that the PMX mags don't work in the others, but the other mags will work in the PMX, and vice versa. So the plus side I want to see today is there are, differences in the mags. The VMP1 mags, you can tell they're manufactured at a cheaper cost because you're missing the lockable follower and just the fit and finish of them and the quality of the metal and stuff like that. You can tell it's a slightly cheaper manufactured magazine. That being said, how well does it work? So we've got PMX mag. I'm going to get the PMX out of the way so we've got a bit of space. We've got a KSC mag, and of course we've got the VMP1 mag. So I'm going to be filling these up with some 0.3 gram BBs. The KSC mag did chew a couple of these up when I was testing it, which you'll have seen on the video. If you haven't, go check out the other videos and we'll get to it. So I'm not going to fill these mags up completely because we want to test the lock back as well. So the VMP1, let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. KSC mag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the PMX mag, which has a bigger follower. And the PMX mag is the easiest one to fill because not only does the PMX mag lock, you've got this really wide channel so you can put the BBs anywhere you want. Let's put this forward. So 5 rounds in each. They're all gassed up with propane. So the first thing we're going to check is, well, there's things I'm not going to test because you guys already know it. The VMP1 mags we know work great in the VMP1. So there's no point me testing that. However, VMP1 with a KSC magazine, they do go in, but what you'll see is it doesn't quite latch. You have to give it like a bit of a smack up into place. So there is a tolerance difference there. So we've got semi-auto, works fine, and we've got full auto, works fine, and locks back on empty. You will just have to, like I say, the button is hard to press, so you'll have to take that in consideration if you're using KSC mags on the VMP1. Now, PMX mag, KWA, goes into the VMP1, no issues whatsoever, not stiff at all. I'm going to go to semi, drop the bolt, we're going to fire 2 rounds. 1, 2, works absolutely fine. Seems a bit punchier on the PMX mag. Firing on a burst as well, and locks back on empty. So if you've got a VMP1, all these magazines will work in your SMG. So pop that to one side now. We're going to grab the MP9. And what to do with the speed loader, there it is. So we're going to put another 5 rounds in. The reason I'm restricting it to 5 rounds as well is I'm looking for functionality. Does the mag feed? Does it do a burst? Does it lock back on empty? Because let's say I was putting, 48 rounds a magazine in each gun. I've only got 1 PMX mag and I've only got 1 VMP long mag. And the testing would take forever because we'd have to constantly wait for the mags to come up back up to room temperature. This is just, we're checking functionality, not efficiency, as to say. So, KSC MP9. Lock the bolt back. I've got it set to semi. And we'll drop the bolt. This is the VMP1 mag, so we do 2 shots. 1, 2, nice and punchy. Pop it to full auto. 3 rounds, and it's super punchy on that mag. I'm going to pop it back to semi-auto. You'll see the bolts open. KSC magazine. Semi-auto. And how does it not like its own magazine? Let's just make sure it's gassed. So it did need a bit of gassing. It might just be that the mag was empty and it's been in a warm room. So how many rounds we got in there? We've got 4, so let's do another one on semi-auto. It's so weird. Yeah, there we go. Let's do full auto. That's fine. So it was just the mag was a little bit low on gas. What's happened there is the mag's been low on gas. It's sat in a warm room all day. I've come to try and put more gas in it, and it's like pressurized with, you know, the gas part of propane, not the liquid part of propane. So, you know, KSC, KWA with the KSC mag works absolutely fine. Now the KWA PMX mag in the MP9. Let's see, 2 shots. Seems to work fine. It has jammed. So I think this could be a problem with this MP9 and not with the mags, because it's done what it did the other day and it's chopped the BB up, so it's like half fed it. And it is chomping the BBs up, so it could be that this MP9 is just, it is brand new. But let's just do the burst on auto on the PMX mag. And it's done it again. So, PMX mag not working in the MP9. Just to make sure this isn't a gun issue, just going to put some rounds in an MP9 mag. Seem to work okay. Let's pop it back to semi. Yeah. I think someone did mention this. I think what the problem is, I don't know if you've seen that there. So with the PMX mag, where it holds the BB is slightly lower. And what that means is if you look at this, the BB can actually sit higher up in the follower. And it gets jammed in the MP9. Now, you'll see there is also a bit of play as well. So if I hold the mag up with my hand, it loads fine. So if you're running an MP9, don't run the PMX mags. So that the person that said that, I think it was in the Discord, is 100% right. Now we have the Beretta PMX. So VMP1 mag. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. MP9 mag. This is the KSC one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And obviously its own magazine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do like that bigger window. So, KWA, Beretta, PMX. Let's knock the bolt back. VMP1 mag goes in perfectly fine. Bolt drops fine. Let's do 2 rounds. So 1, 2. Let's do a burst on auto. So it did work, but it didn't want to lock back. But it does now. KSC MP9 mag goes in, bolt drops, 1, 2, performs fine, and of course the mag that it comes with. So the PMX did have a hiccup on the VMP1 mag. Let's put a couple more rounds in. Let's go back to semi-auto. Getting proper grease gun vibes with this, I don't know why. Semi-auto. Now, just to negate any possibility of it being slightly low on gas, I'm just going to top the VMP1 mag up. It's taking a lot of gas, so it could have just been low and not you know, sort of pushing the bolt far back enough. Right, VMP1 test 3. So the VMP1 mag, the bolt lock is inconsistent, and the full auto is a little bit inconsistent. Okay, so we've tested that, and you'll be able to see there. So VMP1 mags works great in the VMP1 and the MP9. The PMX mag seemed to work okay in the VMP1, was it? I'm forgetting now, but it doesn't work in the MP9. KSC mag has worked in all three. So the next thing I want to check is the VMP1 short mag. Now this shouldn't be any different, but we're going to test it. So short mag in the Beretta PMX gets stuck. Why is it getting stuck? Yeah, the VMP1 short mag will not actually go into the PMX. So the short, I'm glad I tested this. The short mag incompatible with the KWA Beretta PMX. The short mag with, rock the bolt back first, with the MP9. Now, the reason why I'm locking the bolt back, and people seem to get this a little bit, you know, confused. You know, they say don't put a mag in on, you know, a VMP1 or an MP9. You'll break the nozzle. Now, that is correct, but you got to. Why are you breaking the nozzle? Now, you'll see this mag. I've got it filled where it can only just about push the BBs down. Now, what I'm getting at here is if I correct the order on these BBs, I can do it. If I was to put another BB in the top, the mag wouldn't be able to compress like that to leave a gap. So if you're filling your mags all the way to the top, you really need to be putting it in on an open bolt, and this is the same with any gas blowback replica regardless. How you get around this, now you can either put it in an open bolt or just take the top round out. I do this on pistol mags, SMG mags, rifle mags. No matter what I do it on, I'll fill the mag all the way up to the top, and I always make sure that the mag can compress the BBs. And what basically happens is, if you can't compress the BBs there, now this would be a little bit easier if they were stacked properly. If the mag can't compress the BBs like that and it's solid, so this won't move, when you smack it up into the gun with the bolt closed, you're smacking all that force into the loading arm of the nozzle. And this is one of the ways that people break the MWSs. That being said, VMP1 mag sits really nice on the MP9. Semi-auto. Works fine. Full auto. And locks back on empty. So VMP1 mags are a good choice for your MP9. Your PMX, not so much. If you got a Beretta PMX, don't use these mags. Right. Now that's out the way. Of course, the short mag is going to work with the VMP1. I think we already tested that. So all those mags out the way. These are the same, or look the same as the KSC mag, but these are KWA branded ones, and there are differences. Even though there shouldn't be differences, there are differences. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put more in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. 3 mags. 0.39 BBs. They're all KWA mags. I have gassed them, but I did have a few issues gassing these up when they were new. It could be they've sat in storage for a while. So, KWA branded MP9 mag in the Vorsk VMP1. Now, you see I've locked the bolt back there. I don't need to do that because the magazine spring can compress, so you're not going to break your nozzle doing that. Now, just like the KSC one, these are very tight in the VMP1. You have to smack it up into place. That's not for the loading nozzle, that's literally just for the mag catch. So we drop the first round in, semi-auto. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. KWA mags will work in your VMP1. However, the mag release is solid. So you need to tap it up like that or press it really hard to get the mag out. VMP1. Very impressed with that so far. KWA mags in the MP9. It should work, right? Yep, works absolutely fine. And they fit and feed in the MP9 perfectly fine. There's nothing getting stuck. Now, I've already tested the Beretta PMX. This is KWA branded. This is a KWA branded MP9 mag. And I did have a couple of issues with this. Now, the main one for that is if I put an empty mag in, the bolt lock is really inconsistent. Not locking back. It's something to do with the catch here. And there are ever so slight differences. So I think, I mean, this one's slightly thinner and this one's thicker. The KSC one is again slightly different, and I think it's to do with just the tolerances. But I've had quite a few. I've tested all these KWA MP9 mags, and they don't lock back in the Beretta. So, but does it work? Semi-auto, full auto. Yeah, doesn't lock back. So even though, and they are very stiff in the receiver, even though a KSC mag works, and they should be identical, the KWA one doesn't. Hang on. It's the follower bit. The follower got stuck on there. Hang on, let's try it again. Did lock back this time. Yeah, it's just a little bit inconsistent with the bolt lock. Yeah, so I think I'd have to have the upper off to see what's going on. But I think in the case of the KWA mags, it's just the geometry here. So you might have to just clean up a little bit of the tolerances or something and just make sure that it's actually pressing on the arm. So that's something I'm going to have a look into. However, there we go. We've done some mag compatibility tests. So I can't quite remember because I've done so many mags in each of the guns now, but all the information is going to be there for you. I think the VMP1 chonked them all. The Beretta was picky. The MP9, I think, was fine apart from the PMX mag. So as a rule, I'd say probably don't buy the PMX specific magazines if you plan on running other guns, you know, alongside your PMX. If you're just running a PMX, there's nothing wrong with getting these magazines at all. But there you go. They should all be the same, but they're not. But yeah, I think this gun seems to steal the show. It just seems to run really well. Hats off to them. Is it going to work now? Got a nice rapid fire on it, and I do like this little dimpy mag. Just slide in, nice in and out, nice and easy as well. Well done, Vorsk. Very good. So, I hope that's wrapped up some information for you. I hope I've covered all bases. If not, put it down in the comments below and ask me the question, and I'll get it tested. I might not put it on video, but I can always answer your comment if I've done so. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description below. And as always, from me and a very messy bench, we'll see you in the next video.